Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I want to start this video out by giving you guys an update on Tot Mom Casey Anthony, the child murderer. As most of us know by now, Casey Anthony the other day decided that she was going to try to have a go at TikTok stardom and uploaded over there two separate videos. One of the videos, she literally said that she's a legal advocate, has been since 2011 when she was on trial for murdering her daughter. She is also going to try to be an advocate for the LGBTQ community as well as for her daughter Kaylee. I don't know why she would even throw Kaylee into the mix. She certainly was not an advocate for her when she was alive. There was another part of her video where she said we're going to get very acquainted with her car, and judging by the last car that she had, I don't want to get acquainted with anything, to be completely honest, and that sounds like a threat. And speaking of threats, I did not know what Casey Anthony was expecting when she returned to the internet, because she tried to do this once before back in, 2022 when she did that documentary. The internet was not having it then, and they certainly are not having it now. So the fact that she tried to join TikTok, this is just great. Well, Casey Anthony is not taking kindly to the way that people are treating her over there. And she has uploaded to her Substack, which I saw there was 2,900 people following this thing. Some of them have to be paid. It's $10 a month or $100 for a year. I went over and I looked at this Substack thing. No, I did not follow it. No, I did not subscribe, but you can see who Casey Anthony actually follows over there and who she, I guess it's reading. I don't think you can actually post a video over there. It's just kind of like a blog. Do y'all know who Casey Anthony is following over there? And when I tell you guys the name, it's going to make so much sense. And maybe if you saw my community post about it, you already know. Leo motherfucking Skeppy. We all remember Leo Skeppy when he was getting called out and canceled for his deranged video about how he was going to off his ex. Literally planned it out and was going to go through it. Crazy. So it makes sense. So one of the things that Casey made sure to post about on her Substack was about how everyone is talking about her on the internet, and she is threatening some legal action, y'all. I'm going to read you guys what she had to say in a minute, but can you imagine getting sued by Casey Anthony? If she ever thinks to try to go after someone legally because of what they are saying about her on the internet, one, the court of public opinion is going to be a lot worse for her. Number two, all that person has to do is literally come to the internet, upload a TikTok about it, and be like, I'm getting sued by Casey Anthony. Hey, here's my GoFundMe. Hundreds of thousands of dollars guaranteed. So this is some of the bullshit that you can find over on Casey Anthony's Substack. For everyone speaking, good, bad, or otherwise, heed your words and make sure you are saying something of substance. That's a movie that I want to see, actually. I forgot to put on my readers. Let's start this over. For everyone speaking good, bad, or otherwise, heed your words and make sure you are saying something of substance. Here's the law in Florida about threats, libel, and slander, etc. You don't have to be a Florida resident to be charged. Jurisdiction is where the crime was committed, usually. If it's over the internet and you're saying something hateful, slanderous, libel, threatening, bullying, etc., the recipient party can request the jurisdiction be in the state where they live, not the state where you committed the act. The internet is not a protected place. Now see, a lot of people were saying that she moved to Tennessee because she's a homewrecker. Apparently she met some man and he left his wife for her. Can you imagine being the woman that got left for Casey Anthony? Girl, it would turn me into a murderer if I was one. Let me tell you, first and foremost, to have kids with a motherfucker that is going to go get in a relationship with Casey Anthony, that seems like a great way to get sole custody. Sign over your rights, sir. Are you insane? Word on the curb, because I've been watching Nancy Grace, you guys. I love the fact that Nancy Grace does not ever let up the smoke on Casey Anthony's neck. But apparently this man that she is with believes that she is innocent. That is the power of the puss. So moving on from that, we have to talk about Tarte Cosmetics real quick, because they are once again getting called out for some shady business practice. I feel like every single time that we talk about Tarte, you're never hearing anything good about them. It's either they're ripping someone off, they're not paying a creator, or they are just snubbing certain creators off of certain trips. You guys know what I mean. But as I was scrolling over on TikTok, I came across a video from a company called Bosma Cosmetics. Sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. They came out with a foundation stick last year, and their slogan for it was Big Stick Energy, and it was all over their social media. Well, Tarte, which is a multi-million, if not billion-dollar brand at this point, so they should have endless resources to have people that actually come up with something original and something creative. So here's the tea. Tarte is getting called out over on TikTok because they apparently ripped off Bosma Cosmetics and took the Big Stick Energy, and they are now using it for their new concealer stick that they are coming out with. All these influencers are receiving this cake as PR, and you're supposed to burn the middle and it says Big Stick Energy.
I never thought I'd be coming on here to talk about this with you guys. Here we are, and I'm here to spill the tea. Last year, we launched the foundation stick in store at Sephora. We wanted to come up with something super clever and cheeky for the campaign. We ended up coming up with Big Stick Energy. This made sense for us because our foundation stick was constantly going viral. So yesterday we hopped on Instagram and we see that a massive beauty brand copied the entire concept for the launch campaign of their new product, using the tagline Big Stick Energy. What's even crazier is that these massive beauty brands have millions of dollars in marketing budget to hire the smartest, most creative people to come up with concepts for their launch. What they did here is that they took our whole concept that we did last year, As the social media director at Basma Beauty, this is literally my job to come up with clever campaigns for new product launches. I know how much research goes into this process because you want to come up with ideas that are new, fun, fresh, and haven't been done before. Just knowing how thorough we are, I find it really hard to believe that a brand that has been in the industry for this long would have missed something like this. But we're no strangers to this game. Had another big beauty brand purchase all 42 shades of the foundation stick, ship it to their company address to copy our shade range. We've had another brand copy our blush shades. We've had another brand copy our branding onto the color of our PR box. We even had these big beauty brands pull up our socials in company meetings to see what we're up to, how we're disrupting the industry. Of course, the word gets back to us because they have some snitches on their teams. For us, we are a small, self-funded, female-founded team. We pour our heart and soul into literally every single thing we do, from concepts to content to packaging to products, giving you guys the best quality and best experience. We are so beyond grateful for the strong community that we have built that have always supported and believed in our beauty brand. You guys are literally the root of our brand. Our message here is for all the small female-founded brands to always believe in your dreams and to never be discouraged. In honor of International Women's Day, we want you guys to show love and support to your local female-founded small businesses because we know how much that would mean to them. And to the big beauty brands, it's time to do better because you're giving small stick energy.
I'm just honestly going to give my unfiltered opinion about Tarte Cosmetics as someone who does not buy any of their products, as someone who does not wear makeup like that, as someone who has been around their products, okay? It's boring. I don't see anything innovative. I don't see anything fresh, and I don't see anything exciting coming out of Tarte Cosmetics. Is anybody excited about them? Is anybody like out there like going to the store and like, I have to pick up the newest Tarte launch? When was the last time? 2015? Like, I feel like they keep going on all these brand trips with these out-of-touch influencers that nobody relates to. Their customers have literally been like, can we get some more relatable people here? So it's kind of like we're watching ourselves. So moving on from that, I want to talk about Mikayla Nogueira real quick because she's been teasing this project that she's been working on for, you guys guessed it, 2 years. She's really taking a page out of Jaclyn Hill's book with that one. Apparently tomorrow is going to be the day where she unveils everything for everyone, and she uploaded a video to her TikTok where she said that her life is really going to change. In this video, she said that she's actually very excited to be a founder. She didn't say CEO. Jaclyn Hill's been dragged left, right, and center for saying that she was the CEO of Jaclyn Cosmetics, and it came out later that she didn't actually own it. So it'll be interesting to see who, if anyone, Mikayla has partnered with for this business venture.
The last 2 years have all led up to this. I can't believe it's finally here. My whole life, my whole world is about to change. And I'm terrified, if I'm honest. But the last 5 years as a content creator, I kept asking myself, what's next for me? What is my legacy? And now I know the answer. Every day I am grateful for the privilege to have the community that I do. And you guys have supported me wholeheartedly over the last 5 years. I genuinely could not do this without you. I wouldn't do this without you. You have built up my confidence. You have helped me improve as an artist, become a better person, realize what I deserve in life. And I hope I've inspired you in some way too. 2 years ago, I started working on a project that means the entire world to me. And it's finally ready to be in your hands. And I'm really emotional about it because it's 2 years of keeping secrets from you and working behind the scenes to bring this project and this vision to life. And now it's actually about to happen. What I am about to reveal to the world is something I am so incredibly proud of. It's a project with meaning, something that actually matters, something that makes a difference. My community has inspired me so much over the years to be myself, and not just that, but own who I am. And with this project, I want to do the same thing for you. I want to inspire you to love who you are, to be yourself, to try every single day. Give yourself the credit you deserve. We all have a story. We all deserve to be heard. And we all have something about us that makes us unique. But don't forget that what makes us different is actually what we have in common. And I wouldn't have it any other way. We all have a point of view, and I'm excited to share mine with you. And I hope that it inspires you to share yours. Like I said, my whole life is about to change. And I'm really scared, but I know I have you guys as a shoulder to cry on. And I'm ready. I'm excited. I know I can do this. I know I can be a founder, and I know I can make you proud. I love you guys. It's time, and I'm finally ready.
So I'm just going to take a guess at what I think Mikayla is going to be launching, because 2 years ago was literally Lashgate. So it'd be so fitting for her to continue to milk that lie and come out with some lashes and maybe some mascara. What do you think that Mikayla is going to be launching? And are you going to be one of the first people in line to get it on launch day? I wonder if there's going to be some bullshit like every Jaclyn Hill launch. You know, there was always some drama when Jaclyn Hill would launch something. Remember when the website wouldn't load when Jaclyn was launching Jaclyn Roxanne, and she was claiming that there was like a DDoS attack and she was being hacked, and oh my gosh, why is this not working? Girl, clearly that was a lie, because that business is no more. So there was an excitement for it. Maybe, oh my God. I know I bring this up a lot in videos whenever I talk about Jaclyn, but I have to talk about Jaclyn Roxanne real quick. And when Jeffree tried to save her company and was really doing a solid for her and wore the one earring and said that I used to always wear it like this. No, you didn't. So moving on from that, I want to talk about Ast Trevino real quick, because I cannot escape clips and videos of Ast Trevino on literally every social media platform. I'm going to be completely honest. I do not understand the hype around Ast Trevino. I understand people hate watching, like, oh, this is a train wreck, let me watch this real quick. Kind of like when they were watching Shoddy Bay, who apparently has like 2 million followers. But I don't understand the people that are literally funding Ast Trevino's lifestyle with sending her a shit ton of gifts over on TikTok. Ast Trevino is literally talked about in every single community. You could be watching a food video and there's going to be Ast Trevino's cockroach ass popping up in some way. I mean, she even had Brooke Schofield starstruck about her in the airport, where she was like trying to chase her down.
I saw Ast Trevino at the airport, and it was literally like, you know, one of those things where it's like you literally can't believe your eyes. Like, I felt like, you know, when Dave Portnoy saw that guy with no arms outside the pizza
How is he
shop.
pulling that?
How is he pulling that? That's how I felt seeing Ast Trevino in the airport.
So just walk me. I really need story time level. Like walk me through every second.
It was a cold winter night. BB and I had just shown up to the airport. We were flying to Chicago for our club appearance. Okay, we're rushing through the airport because, of course, we are not on time for our flight. And as I'm rushing, I see a mob of people coming at me, except one person is smaller than the rest. Okay, and by smaller, I mean shorter.
Would you say they were giving stocky?
She was giving something.
I don't even know what stocky actually really means, other than the man who's outside of my house right now with flowers.
Anyway, I saw her shuffling across the little ground. No security guard in sight. That's important to note, because you know how she goes on her rampage about how she can't travel anywhere without a security guard because people approach her too often. But who am I really talking shit about? Because I got ready to approach her. In fact, I chased her down the airport. But I was like, I really had it coming to, like, I was sprinting. Honestly, I'll insert a photo. You can see how fast my little legs are going behind Ast Trevino. And then I came to, and I was like, first of all, you've been talking shit about her online. Probably not a good idea to approach her, because honestly, I really mean it. She looks like she can get you at the knees. She look like, you know what I mean? Like, she just looks like fucking, like, scary. And having nothing to do with her actual physical appearance, but more so just her energy.
Mean mugging, fake Louis bag on and all.
Yes. And then also I was just like, what am I going to do with, like, what am I going to do? Ask her for a photo? Like, I don't want a photo with her. I want to spit on her.
100%. That's wild. It feels like we spoke that into existence, because it was like right after we very first podcasted about her.
It was really, I'm not going to lie, it was exciting. And like, not to ever, like, Ast Trevino sucks, but it was very much like, oh my God, I can't believe this. She doesn't live here. She feels like a fictional character.
I 100% agree. She's giving, like, what is it, Huckleberry Finn? Like, she's not real behind that phone. Like, I just can't even just the rest of her body. Like, when I first saw it at the Bop House, it's to see her in the wild, I would be like jarred for sure.
I saw a TikTok of her today talking about how she's not friends with her two friends anymore because she could not believe that they didn't take the fall for her when she, like, robbed a place and stole a bag. And she went to her friends and she was like, will you please just, like, take the blame for me? I'm in a CPS battle right now. And they were like, no, sorry, we're in a custody battle.
Why are you stealing a purse while you're... See, I was going to immediately, like, be like, okay, me in 2016, right? Me in 2015. But then it's like the CPS battle brought me back to earth.
Yeah. Oh, I really want to tell you what she says about you.
I think I'm gonna crash out, and I'm really trying to not.
We'll save it. We'll save it.
I'm trying not to just give her any more. Like, even this, it's like I'm fighting, because it's obviously like, this is what we do, this is what we talk about. But it's just like Ast Trevino for prison, Ast Trevino for
solitary confinement.
Yeah.
Now, Brooke did say, like, what the f are you gonna do? Like, ask her for a picture, because they've talked shit about her on the podcast so many times. Like, what would she even be doing? She said that she might, like, want to spit on her. I think a lot of people want to spit on Ast Trevino, and personally, I feel like if we are going to continue to give her a platform, because she's not gonna and go away. I want to see her in one of those boxing matches. I don't know who she would go up against. I heard a lady named Smiley from a show, Baddies, is like wanting to beat Ast Trevino's ass. I mean, in just the past week alone, somebody has literally thrown something through one of Ast Trevino's windows and spray painted all over her front door, to the point where now the police are actually sitting outside of her house because it's gotten that bad.
Look at this shit. The door. They fucking vandalized my door. And here it comes. Look at that shit.
Wow.
Fucking broken. It's broken. Like literally broken all the way on the inside.
That's crazy. Crazy.
They broke my coffee maker. They fucking broke my window. Like, look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Like, imagine you get caught and you go to jail for doing that. You're like...
I don't understand how she has not been kicked out of her duplex. She's just nasty, to be completely honest. From being 35 years old and dating a 19-year-old, not getting her children beds, but she would rather go out and spend it on some like cheap-ass looking Louis Vuitton designer shit. Which, can we just all admit, Louis Vuitton is not luxury. Okay, so before I sat down to do this video, I saw this clip on TikTok of Ast Trevino, I guess some like house party. She was in someone's garage and she's getting called out. And this is not her first time at the rodeo when it comes to the booger sugar. Apparently she was with another lady named Bree Olson. There was like a purse that might have had like a baggie of in it. Someone's gonna get in trouble. Ast Trevino swears it wasn't hers. But anyways, at this house party, because Ast Trevino is always live, the lady whose house it was burst into the garage, and people are saying it sounded like she said no lines in the garage, but other people are saying it sounded like no lives in the garage.
Yeah. And you said I could. Hey, no live in the garage. Y'all do that shit somewhere else.
Now, saying no lives in the garage when someone's just sitting up against a wall, it, in my opinion, is a little weird. Like, why wouldn't you want a live stream going on in your garage? But it was her house, so I don't know. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you heard in that clip. But the lady whose party it was and the owner of the house, I guess, she made a TikTok video because this has been blowing up over there, and she does not want people thinking that there were drugs up in her house.
There was no drugs at my house. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. And I don't have that around my children at all, ever. So there was nobody doing any lines in my garage. My daughter was upset because we caught Ashley on live, and my daughter simply asked her to please get off. The next morning, I sent Ashley a nice text message because I went off to work, and I just told her that me and my kids needed to get our lives back on track, and we were tired of the people showing up, and I just wanted things to be normal again for my children. And so I kindly asked her to leave. There was no argument, there was no fight, there was no nothing. Have I spoken to Ashley since she left? I have not. We have not spoken. I think she thought that the way I asked her to leave was a little bit rude.
When I first watched this clip, my initial thought was like, girl, you are protesting way too much. I don't have no drugs in my house. There was this other influencer. I wish I could find her TikTok. I think her name is like Tara Joy or Tara Lynn. She had a house party, and Tana's old friend Lila was there. And apparently there was some cocaine that was found inside of the living room after the party and everybody had gone home. And Tara made a TikTok and she was talking about it, and she was like, I don't do drugs, and basically all my friends know not to do drugs around me because I will sit them down and I will give them a long speech about why doing drugs is bad, and they know that I'm that person. I'm like, girl.
Some of y'all are so infuriating. My friends don't do crack.
First of all, I don't have any friends. I would say there was really only like 2 people at the party that I would consider like a close friend to me. The rest were people I used to be friends with, people I see out sometimes, and then they all brought +1s. There was people I didn't know. My friends do not do drugs, but I feel like the whole city of LA just like knows to not do drugs in front of me because I'm notorious for, if I see someone or if I hear of somebody doing anything, I will sit them down and give them a 45-minute long dare spiel. Like I'm really crazy about that, so I feel like everyone knows to just like hide it from me.
I obviously didn't know people were bringing stuff to my party. I just realized this morning when I found shit outside. I found shit in my living room. I cleaned everything up and I was pissed because I have animals. They weren't out during the party, like I locked my cats up, but like still, my friends do not do crack. There was a lot of people at the party that I didn't know, and I'm moving on from this now. I can't say anything on here. Y'all in the theatrics, like, girl, this is not normal. I know it's not normal. The fuck?
So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave a cockroach emoji down below or just some kind of bug. I will tell y'all what, we got a bed vacuum yesterday, and I think that Ast Trevino really needs one of those to get rid of whatever kind of crustaceans, creepy crawlies, bed bugs, etc. that are living up on her mattress. If you have made it this far in the video, please hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.